Okay, welcome back. I'm going to be reviewing Monday's action from the National Hockey League. I had a total of 10 games on tap, so therefore 20 teams were trying to get 2 points, respectively. Starting in Buffalo, as we had the Sabres playing host to the Colorado Avalanche. Nathan MacKinnon will get his third goal of the season from Nietzsche and Brett Burns, 3 minutes and 14 seconds in the opening frame.
Colorado will bring it out. Right side entry, Natchez leaves it off the bench. MacKinnon, backhand scores.
So the Avs are taking early 1-0 lead. Tage Thompson would score late in the first, getting his first goal of the year, assisted by Alex Tuch and Rasmus Dahlin. 16:32 of the first.
Sabres trying to earn a shot on goal here in the Avalanche end. There it is. Up scores! Tage Thompson!
Cale Makar would get his first goal of the year, assisted by Valeri Nichushkin. 4:32 of the second period, giving the Avalanche a 2-1 lead.
Colorado's a quick team, so don't give them the puck so often. Sabres have done it here with a turnover to Nichushkin right up the middle. Nichushkin pass across, they score.
A nice little tap-in goal for Cale Makar. Nathan MacKinnon will get his second goal of the game, his fourth of the season from Nietzsche and Cale Makar. 11:59 of the second period, increasing the lead to 3-1.
See how the Sabres handle this push into the zone. Natchez will leave it. MacKinnon dances, fires, and scores. Nathan MacKinnon.
Guy's got a wicked snapshot, so the Avalanche would win by a final score of 3-1. The Tampa Bay Lightning were in Boston to take on the Bruins. Anthony Cirelli would score early in the first, getting his first of the year from Jake Kensel and Golan Calvis, I do believe. 109 of the opening frame.
And it's swiped. Countering now is Gonsalves. Threw it across. Sent out in front. They score.
Gonsalves. Now I know the correct pronunciation. Alrighty. Anthony Cirelli would score again, getting his second of the game, his second of the season from Gensel on Gonsalves. So the same three guys had the same goals and same amount of assists in the first.
Dished it to the corner. Zadorov picked off. Cirelli, who has the game's only goal. Cirelli again shoots. He scores.
It's pretty mean trio, to say the least, between those three guys. Yanni Gourde would increase the lead to 3-0, 39 seconds into the second. For Gourde, that'd be his second goal of the season from Holmberg and Moser.
A perfect pass for the Tampa Bay Lightning, right to Holmberg. And Holmberg gets real creative.
Casey Middlestat would finally get the Bruins on the board. 1 minute and 9 seconds into the second, getting his second goal of the season from Arvidsson and Pavel Zacha. So about 30 seconds after Gourde scored, Middlestat would get on the goal scorer sheet himself.
To Zacha. Arvidsson. Middlestat. Shoots. He scores!
Pontus Holmberg would get his first goal of the season. Formerly played with the Maple Leafs last year from Bjorkstrand and Crozier. 3:37 of the second period.
Crozier shoots, save, rebound, they score! That puck skittered off of Korpisalo to a wide-open near post.
Giving the Lightning a 4-1 lead. Jordan Harris, formerly played with the Blue Jackets last year, would get his first goal as a member of the Boston Bruins from David Pastrnak. 5:31 of the second period, cutting the lead to 4-2.
Harris played it up the wall, and it's tapped ahead 2-on-1. Harris with Zacha. Harris shoots. He scores!
Morgan Geekie would score 11:35 of the second period, cutting the lead to 4-3. For Geekie, that'd be his second goal of the season, assisted by Pavel Zacha.
Zacha out there with Geeky. Fire, they score!
So right off the faceoff, they got the goal. Unfortunately, the Bruins are not able to mount a comeback. The Lightning would hang on for a 4-3 victory. The Ottawa Senators played host to the Nashville Predators. Jonathan Marchessault would kick things off for Nashville in the second, getting his first goal of the year from Bunting and Holla. 12-11 of the middle frame.
Here's Spence racing to it. Up ahead for Dylan Cousins. Up and knocked away. Bunting chips it right down the front of the goal. Marchessault scores!
Ryan O'Reilly would get his second goal of the season from Stamkos and Forsberg. 14:38 of the third, giving the Predators a 2-0 lead.
Forsberg back with it, one-on-one with Nick Jensen, and Forsberg gets around him. Ranging back is Dylan Cousins. Turns back and puts Stamkos, drops in the high slot, they score!
Ridley Gregg, would get his first goal of the season on the power play from Cousins and Sanderson. 17:57 of the third, cutting the lead to 2-1.
Stutzla wins the face-off back to Sanderson for Dylan Cousins. Shoots with the by Ridley Gregg.
Jonathan Marchessault would score a late empty net goal, getting his second goal of the game, his second of the season, assisted by Roman Josi.
Final minute now, the third period. Up the center ice comes Marchessault with the empty net. Jonathan Marchessault scores!
So it would put the Predators up 3-1. They would add one more empty net, courtesy of Cole Smith, who got his first goal of the season, assisted by Evangelista. And that goal happened with 12 seconds remaining in the game.
Savant back across. That's chipped out by Cole Smith. Evangelista for Smith busting in, and Cole Smith makes it 4-1.
So a huge victory for the Nashville Predators. The next game took place on Long Island, as we had the Islanders, who played host to the Winnipeg Jets. Morgan Barron would kick things off for the Jets in the first, getting his second goal of the year, assisted by Kopke and Logan Stanley. 7:35 of the first.
Looked like Dylan DeMello got hurt for the Winnipeg Jets. He holds his arms. He heads back into the play. Meanwhile, up the ice, getting behind, and they score!
Nice little backhand goal from Barron. Nito Niederreiter gets his first goal of the season on the power play from Nyquist and Taves. 11:48 of the first.
Pionk snaps one through. Save made. Rebound alive. And Sorokin lunging over. Pelling got in front of it. Nyquist tried to jam it in front. They score.
So a nice goal by Niederreiter to put the Jets up 2-0. Jean-Gabriel Pageau would get his first goal of the year from Tony DeAngelo. 2:05 of the second period, cutting the lead to 2-1.
Yep, and they brought in four guys during the offseason. Taves, Nyquist, Kepke, Pearson. There's a goal! J.G. Pageau!
Logan Stanley would get his first goal of the season from Pearson and Barron. 2:19 of the second, increasing the lead to 3-1 in favor of the Jets.
Pageau to be able to concentrate and pick up that puck.
Tony DeAngelo made that pass, though, went right off the ice and right down the tunnel. So keep an eye on that. Logan Stanley scores!
Nice little wrist shot from Logan Stanley. Tanner Pearson would get his first goal as a member of the Winnipeg Jets, assisted by Nito Niederreiter. 12:39 of the second period, increasing the lead to 4-1.
Given away out of the box. It's Niederreiter on a breakaway. Nito Niederreiter to the backhand. In front, and the slam dunk for Tanner Pearson.
So Niederreiter fooled everybody on that play. Emil Heineman, formerly played with the Montreal Canadiens last year, would get his first goal as a member of the New York Islanders, assisted by Jonathan Drouin and Matthew Schaefer. 14:45 of the second period.
Schaefer was banked off the arm of DeMello, and Heineman scores!
Nice little one-time goal from Heineman. Mark Scheifele would increase the lead to 5-2, getting an empty net goal, his third of the year, from Kyle Connor, and that goal happened 17:35 of the third.
Drouin fighting the puck, lost it to Kyle Connor. Connor makes the pass, and Scheifele puts it into the empty net.
So the Jets would win by a final score of 5-2, as you can see on the screen. The next game took place between two original six teams as the Toronto Maple Leafs played host to the Detroit Red Wings. Late in the first, the Red Wings would have a power play. Dylan Larkin would strike, getting his second goal of the season from DeBrincat and Raymond.
Calling for it up top, Raymond, and the DeBrincat shot stopped by Stolars. He'll fish for it. It's still fought for. Larkin digs it out. He scores! Dylan Larkin.
In the second period, James Van Riemsdyk would get his first goal as a member of the Red Wings. He formerly played with the Blue Jackets last year, assisted by Kopp, 4:25 of the third.
Off the face-off, Detroit, right up the gut. Van Riemsdyk has some room. He walks in. He scores! That's hockey, baby. What a goal!
Matthew Knies would score 7:29 of the third, getting his first of the year from McMahon, cutting the lead to 2-1.
Now move it slightly. Comfort for Detroit in a tough area. McMahon now goes to work. He'll kick it to his stick. Bobby McMahon out in front. And they score!
Cal Yarncroke would tie the game up at 2, 13:42 of the third, getting his third of the year from Austin Matthews and Matthew Knies.
Knies will take it deeper out of the corner. And deep Pelican in
So the game was tied at 2 at that point. With 45 seconds remaining, Mason Appleton, who formerly played with the Winnipeg Jets, would get his first goal as a member of the Detroit Red Wings from Sherratt and Finney, and that would be the game-winning goal.
12 minutes without a shot on goal. Feeney cycles out. Sherratt blocked by Matthews. The rebound. Mason Appleton.
So the Red Wings would win 3-2. Next game took place in Philadelphia, as we had the Flyers playing host to the Florida Panthers. Tyson Foerster would kick things off for the Philadelphia Flyers in the first, getting his first goal of the year from Couturier, 8:54 of the opening frame.
The Panthers had to change their backup situation. Forster, nice steal, the shot, he scores!
So Flyers got off to a 1-0 lead. Sean Couturier would increase the lead to 2-0 in the second, getting his first goal of the year from Konechny and Sanheim, 15:47 of the second period.
Now Verhaeghe, lots of room. Verhaeghe in across the line. Verhaeghe dropping it back off the mark. Konechny, he's got Couturier. The breakaway for the captain. He scores!
Nice breakaway goal by Sean Couturier. Sam Reinhart would cut the lead to 2-1, getting a shorthanded goal with 38 seconds to go in the second, assisted by Lundell.
Forsling tried to make this a 2-on-1. Beachcroft could not contain it. The shot, save, rebound, and it's not finished by Reinhart. I'm not sure, but I got to be said, he got it again, now he scores.
A backhand goal behind the net. Cut the lead to 2-1. Sam Bennett would tie the game up at 2 on the power play, getting his first goal of the season from Reinhart and Brad Marchand, 10:15 of the third.
Big pickup at the deadline last year for the Panthers. Reinhart gains the Philadelphia line. All the way across, got his man. The tip pass back down to Reinhart. Bedard's down, they score!
A nice goal by Sam Bennett, tying the game up at 2. Sean Couturier would get his second goal of the game, his second goal of the season from Zegras and Drysdale, 15:50 of the third.
Here's Couturier waiting. Bennett runs him over as he went a long way to get to him. Zegras then crushed into by Bennett. Got it in front of Couturier. He scored!
A nice goal by Sean Couturier. His second goal of the game turned out to be the game-winning one. Bobby Brink would add an empty net goal with 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the third. His second of the year from Cates and Sealer.
Oh my, Flyers that close to a 2-goal lead. They're right back at it here. Cates the shot. He missed the net. Rebound break. He hammers it home.
So that would increase the lead to 4-2. They would add one more empty net goal, courtesy of Christian Dvorak, formerly played with the Montreal Canadiens last year, getting his first goal as a member of the Flyers, assisted by Sandholm and Sean Couturier. And that goal happened with 1 minute and 27 seconds to go.
Passes it, and Dvorak was checked. Konechny gets it back to Couturier. Out to Sanheim for the shot. They score!
So the Flyers would defeat the Stanley Cup champions 5-2. The Columbus Blue Jackets played host to the New Jersey Devils. Timo Meier would kick things off in the first, getting his second goal of the season on the power play from Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt.
Bratt to Timo Meier. Meier feeds it. Drive. Reeves makes the stop on Hamilton. Bratt, seam pass. Meier shoots. He scores.
Scored just as the power play was expiring. Kirill Marchenko, who came off his hat trick from the previous game, would tie the game up at 1 for the Blue Jackets, getting his 4th of the season, assisted by nobody. 8:49 of the second.
Got a piece of him, but Jack Hughes takes over for New Jersey. And tripped to the puck by Marchenko. He's gone. Kirill Marchenko in on goal. He's gone!
A beautiful takeaway and a beautiful breakaway goal as well. So the Blue Jackets tied the game up at 1. Dawson Mercer would score, breaking the tie, getting his first of the year on the power play from Gritchiak, I believe, and Palat, 11:09 of the second.
Puck sat there, captured by the Devils. 7 seconds to go, their power play chance. Gritchiak go for one-timer score!
Dawson Mercer would get his second goal of the game, increasing the lead to 3-0, an empty net goal, assisted by Hischier and Dillon. And that goal happened with 57 seconds to go in the game.
Fought for, Devils with the support and the puck to the right side, all the way down and in. On the empty netter, Dawson Mercer.
So that would increase the lead to 3-1 in favor of the Devils. The Blue Jackets would add a late goal with 21 seconds to go, courtesy of Dmitry Voronikov, and assisted by Ivan Perovorov. Try saying Voronikov and Perovorov 5 times fast.
That's what I said. It was almost like old school Devils. Yeah. Not a whole lot of room out there. That one off the post, and then jammed in. Score. Don't go away yet. 20 seconds to go.
So the Devils would hang on for a 3-2 victory. It's not too often that an empty net goal ends up being a game-winning goal, but there have been cases where teams went up by 2, the other team got 1. So yeah, the empty net goal would be the game-winning goal for the Devils. The Vancouver Canucks played host to the St. Louis Blues. Jimmy Snuggerud would kick things off for the Blues in the first, getting his first goal of the year, assisted by Pius Suter, the former Canuck, and Matthew Joseph, 8:48 of the opening frame.
4 men up ice for the Blues. Here's Snuggerud on the wing who centered it just out of the reach of Suter. Now Snuggerud with a wrist shot and he scores!
Braden Shen, the captain, would increase the lead to 2-0 in the second period from Kyrou and Broberg, 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the second frame.
And it kicks around for Broberg. Lead pass, and Kyrou. Kyrou has a step. He was caught him. Ira Kyrou still has it. Shed with a chance, and he scores.
Kiefer Sherwood would cut the lead to 2-1, getting his second goal of the season, assisted by Ratty and Baines, 5:33 of the second period.
Had to slide it right back to Ratu. Baines, bouncing puck down low. Sherwood a backhand, and he scores!
A nice goal by Kiefer Sherwood, cutting the lead to 2-1. Jimmy Snuggerud would get his second goal of the game, his second goal of the season on the power play from Buchnevich and Shen, 8:13 of the second.
On Paramount Plus. The Canucks have been perfect on the penalty kill so far this year, 9 for 9. Buchnevich trying to change that, and they do as Snuggerud scores.
So the Blues had a 3-1 lead at that point. Kiefer Sherwood would cut the lead to 3-2, a shorthanded goal, unassisted, his third of the season, 12-12 of the second.
2 of the 3 St. Louis goals today. Shen has the other. Has to follow right between the wickets. Sherwood looking to break. Kiefer Sherwood will break. Short-handed in the clear, and he scores!
Nice little head fake from Sherwood. That was a beautiful goal. So at that point, it was a 3-2 lead for the Blues. They would increase the lead to 4-2, courtesy of Mick Bustad, who formerly played with the Utah Hockey Club last year, assisted by Walker and Texier. 13:45 of the second.
Hughes, wrist shot, Sam Pennington. Rebound to Bustad, and the Blues could have numbers. Texier, Bustad, Walker joining the rush. Texier to Walker, and he scores!
So that would increase the lead to 4-2. They would add an empty net goal courtesy of Jake Neighbors, his third goal of the season, unassisted, with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the game.
Hronek. Hughes, long drive, fired it right in the Neighbors' long-range empty net bid. Score!
So the Blues would hang on to win by a final score of 5-2. Next game took place in Minnesota as we had the Wild playing host to the Los Angeles Kings. Jared Spurgeon, the captain, would kick things off for Minnesota in the first, getting a power play goal from Johansson and Rossi, 14:04 of the first.
Spurgeon looked into the slot. Johansson shot blocked. Spurgeon got it back. He fires. Scores!
So the Wild took a 1-0 lead at that point. Kirill Kaprizov would get his third goal of the year, increasing the lead to 2-0. Power play goal from Buyum and Tarasenko, 16:13 of the first.
Kaprizov circles back to the slot. Looking, fires, scores!
The $17 million man put the Wild up 2-0. Matt Boldy would increase the lead to 3-0, a power play goal from Tarasenko and Eriksson Ek, 16:33 of the first. The Wild were all over the Kings in the first period.
Tarasenko goes cross ice with it. Boldy moves down low. Boldy walks out front. He scores!
Kevin Fiala would strike in the third, cutting the lead to 3-1, getting his second goal of the season, assisted by Armia and Brent Clark.
Middleton couldn't get it by Clark. A centering pass. Fiala denied by Malmsted. Rebound, they score. Fiala on the second attempt.
Fiala, the former Wild, for those that didn't know that. Used to play for Minnesota, then he played for Nashville, and now he's on his third team in LA. Quinton Byfield would cut the lead to 3-2, getting a power play goal, his second of the season from Kempe and Kopitar, 6:22 of the third.
Kempe. Into the slot. Byfield scores. And the power play goal has Los Angeles within one.
Adrian Kempe would tie the game up in the third with just 46 seconds to go, getting his second goal of the season from Byfield and Drew Doughty.
Into the corner, Fiala, Kopitar, Doughty hammers one on goal, save Ballstead, rebound, they score. Kempe came up with a loose puck.
This game would need extra time, and I believe it would be settled in a shootout. And unfortunately, I don't have the replay for the shootout goal, but Marco Rossi would get the game-winning goal for the Wild. So despite the fact that they blew a 3-0 lead, they were still able to hang on for a 4-3 shootout victory. And the last game took place between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Utah Mammoth. Ilya Mikheyev would get his first goal of the season from Dickinson and Ryan Donato, 9:21 of the second period, giving the Blackhawks a 1-0 lead.
Good vision, the White Grizzlies to find him.
Pass down low to McKay. Trying to walk in the front, jammed on goal. They score and rebound.
J.J. Peterka would tie the game up at 1 in the third, getting his first of the year from Genther and Marino, 1:02 of the third period.
Brinzel chopped at it, stolen. Gunther, backhand, across the crease, they score!
So the Mammoth tied the game up at 1. Andre Burakovsky would get his second goal of the season on the power play from Foligno and Doc, 8:55 of the third, putting the Blackhawks on top 2-1.
Now a puck battle ensues. Slides free to Foligno. Nice play. Here's Burakovsky. Scores! On the power play. 2-1 Hawks.
So the Blackhawks would take a 2-1 lead. They would get an empty net goal courtesy of Ilya Mikheyev, who got his second goal of the game, his second goal of the season, assisted by Teravainen, and that goal happened with 6 seconds remaining in the contest.
Puck to the line. Teravainen trying to get it up. Kick back, switch it over at the empty net. And it's Mikheyev. He's got one. Make it 2. And that'll seal it.
So the Blackhawks would hang on for a 3-1 victory. And this is going to recap. This is going to basically finish my recap from Monday, October 13th from the National Hockey League season. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative as well. Until next time, and as always, take care.